Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing good. Today we're going to do another little side dish, and this is going to be so incredibly simple. It's going to be what my Memaw used to call stupid simple. She's like, that's just stupid simple. That's what this is, but it is super tasty, easy, and really nutritious, which you know how I am about that. So what we're going to do is we've got some organic spinach. Isn't that really my favorite? I say that about every vegetable, I'm sure, but truly spinach has got to be in my top three. Beets and spinach, yeah, those are up there. So anyway, not that y'all care, but what we're going to do today is just a super quick saute. I mean, it is super quick. So this is one of those, you need dinner in a flash, here you go. Organic spinach, a little bit of bacon grease, lard, whichever one you use. I tend to use bacon grease with this. Not really sure why, I just do, but I like it that way. Some salt and pepper, and that's it. So if you are pressed for supper, if you have some little salmon fillets in the freezer, they thaw that fast. They can cook in a skillet in about 3 to 4 minutes per side. Get you a bed of this spinach, put the salmon on top. Wowzer, such an awesome meal. So you know how I am about veggies. You gotta eat your veggies. But let's get to it. So I'm gonna flip the camera down so y'all can watch what I'm doing, and you'll get to see one of my Christmas presents. I know, see, look at that. 1, 2, 3, and I got another one in the drawer down there. And my camera's kind of wumpy jawed. Oh well, it's crooked, but y'all can see. That's really all that matters. So this is an awesome, big, fabulous cast iron skillet. I love me some cast iron. So what we're gonna do, turn it on, and we're gonna put a little bacon grease in it. And here we go with amounts. I don't know, maybe 3 tablespoons. If you don't have one of these, you need one. Every kitchen needs one. Look at that. I know it looks kind of nasty, but it's really not. When you cook your bacon, you just pour it in here. It strains off the little bits and pieces, and the grease goes down in there. And then when you're cooking and you need a quick shot of some good healthy fat, there you go. I love me some bacon grease. So we're gonna get this pretty hot. Hopefully y'all can hear this over my roaring oven. The daggum thing drives me nuts. But anyway, this is a 10-ounce container. I'm going to do 2 of them because we're pigs. It's just me and my husband and son, and we're pigs. We love steamed spinach, sauteed spinach, whatever you want to call it. So let's see how we're doing here with heat. Not quite. Well, it's starting to get a little hot. See right there? Well, you probably can't see from way up there, but yeah, see the little bubblies? So once it gets hot, we're going to put our spinach in here. And I know you probably think, oh my gosh, this is so much. If you've never cooked spinach, you're about to be in for a shock because it cooks down to like a half a cup. It's ridiculous. But, I mean, all greens really, really cook down, but spinach probably is the winner of the cook down situation. So I'm going to put all of this in here. I mean, literally, my husband, my son, and I can easily wipe out a pound. Easily. And did I mention easily? Wipe out a pound. I mean, it's crazy because it just cooks down so much. All right, so now that it's really hot, we're going to turn it down to about a medium-low, kind of in between medium and low, and just sort of stir it-ish around. Y'all are going to really wig out when you see how easy this is. Once it gets down a little bit, I'm going to add some salt and pepper, and that's really about it. You just keep cooking it until it's super soft, and then you pig out. So we'll do a little bit of it. Oh, wow, good job. I just threw a chunk of salt on the floor. That's awesome. But whatever, I'm the one that cleans it, so clean my own mess. So this is probably a heaping quarter teaspoon of salt and maybe about a quarter teaspoon of pepper. I turned it down too low. Let's do it on medium. Y'all, I'm telling you, I know you're probably sitting back rolling your eyes going, why am I wasting my time on this video? It's so good. It's so good. I've served this to people and they're just like, oh my gosh, what is this? And you really probably sound a little goofy when you're like, spinach and bacon grease. But when you have really awesome vegetables, keeping it simple is a good thing, a very good thing. Let the vegetable take center attraction. Years ago, before I kind of cleaned up my diet, I was like the dairy queen of the century. If a recipe called for a cup of cheese, I'm gonna put 3. And if it wants half a cup of sour cream, it's gonna get 2. I mean, I just was dairy, which, you know, now looking back, just covered up the flavor of everything. I mean, all you tasted was the dairy. You couldn't taste any of the vegetables. And now I've gotten to where which part of it's because I can't really do dairy without it just racking me up. I don't hardly do any dairy at all, and if I do, it's more to enhance the flavor of what I'm cooking, not replace the flavor. Okay, now that I've made some more room in the skillet, I'm gonna go ahead and do my second package. Remember, I told you I'm doing 2 10-ounce. And you can do it this way, kind of in little shifts, because the hot spinach that's already cooked will help cook down the fresh spinach you add in. Oh, y'all, I know what I'm having for supper. And it's called a big fat pile of spinach. Because it's so tasty. All right. Leave no leaf behind. So we'll do our little salt and pepper routine again. So another, you know, couple pinches of salt, which I'm, you know, back to guessing it's a quarter teaspoon-ish. And 1 pinch of pepper. And here's the thing, when you're doing this, you could take some Trilogy and put it in the skillet while the bacon grease is getting hot and let it kind of cook down a little bit, you know, get the onions a little translucent, and then put your spinach in there. That's yummy. Throw some of that roasted garlic in there. Garlicky spinach is divine. So that's a yummy way to do it. Just, you know, making it a tiny bit different. Nothing super spectacularly different, but a little bit. And you just, you know, throw those little bit of extra things in there. When you get done, you could shave a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top. Ooh, that's good. But, I mean, any way you do it, it's one of the most simple things you're ever going to do. And you see how this spinach looks right here? That's what you're after, is that really super cooked down, super soft, amazingly tasty spinach. All right, I think I'm going to pause the video for a second, just so y'all don't have to watch me do this. But this is really all I do. I let it sit 30 seconds or so the spinach on the bottom sits in the heat. You know, let it sit there for a minute while you talk to yourself or listen to your music or whatever it is you're going to do. And then, can you hear it? Can you hear that? Whoop. Does that help? It's kind of bubbling, gurgling, and then turn it over. And that's all you want to do. Ooh, I'm breaking in this new cast iron beautifully. See? Look at that. Y'all, I'm telling you. My favorite meal on the planet. Here would be my favorite meal on the planet. Some sauteed spinach and bacon grease. Some roasted beets with the lard and the garlic like we did, salt and pepper. And some awesome piece of meat. I love a good steak. Oh my gosh, I love a good steak. A nice, fat, brined pork chop from Mahaffey. Oh yeah, baby, that would be good too. A slab of salmon. Oh, on the grill for just a few minutes, good golly. That would be like the best meal ever to me. And my body and my taste buds. But that's about it, y'all. I mean, look at this. And you can keep cooking it down until all of them all the leaves are really super dark, or you can have some kind of lighter. Once you turn the heat off, which I'm fixing to do, it's going to keep cooking some because the pan is so hot. But that's it. That is all you do, except for get a fork and pig out. Y'all, I'm telling you, you got to try this. It's super good. And if you have kids that are kind of hinky about, ooh, I don't like spinach. First of all, I'm going to get a little Maggie-ish here. Yoda mama or the daddy, whichever it happens to be. You tell them what to eat. Please, for their own good. Teach them what to eat. Teach them. Train their taste buds. Don't let them decide they're too little to decide. I'll get off that soapbox. But another thing you could use, and this could actually be kind of fun, is talk to them about Popeye. How many of them even know who Popeye is? Popeye was super strong because of his spinach. He ate spinach. It made him super strong. If they don't know who Popeye is, use it as a fun teaching time to teach them about a good old-fashioned cartoon that's not like the ones that are made today. But anyway, and if they want to be big and strong like Popeye, they need to eat their spinach. So give it a whirl. If your husband doesn't want to eat his spinach, tell him you want to be big and strong like Popeye. Each day comes spinach. I mean, there's a point, too, that it gets to that it's because I said so. But anyway, you just got to teach and train your kids. Their taste buds everybody's taste buds are gonna naturally progress towards sweet and sugary things. So the more you can work them towards the more savory or bitter, sour things, the better. They'll always like sweets. You got to teach them to like the other because their body needs it very desperately. So anywho, I'll get off my soapbox. Sorry. And I got to hang up now, or hang up, turn off, whatever you want to call it, end this thing because I'm fixing a freaking chow down. Y'all have a good one.